Some very could say that by living in a large flock helps these birds to just keep staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. I have another question for you guys. Don't you think Coconut has some really good dance moves? I think he has some awesome dance moves. Of course he thinks so. Well, for fun, we make it look like he's dancing out here, but these are all natural behaviors. Because when you live in such a large flock, you have to do some crazy things with your body to get noticed. And really, it's all about communication, because your voice can easily get lost in the crowd when you live with so many other birds. Now, there's one other thing about living in a large flock. That is, you don't have to outrun, outfly, or even outsmart any of your predators. You really only have to outfly one other cockatoo in your flock. You never want to be the slowest cockatoo. No, that's never a good thing. All right, we're going to get Coconut out there with all of you guys, so get ready. He's flying low. Get your ties, you guys, in front there. I'm pretty sure, Coconut, I think we can get you to fly again, isn't that right? You fly one more time. You guys want to see him fly one more time? You're up for it? All right, Coconut, let's start over here this time. What Coconut was doing, I said that you can find these birds in Australia. I think he was trying to tell a favorite around here. And no joke, the kids, they come back all the time and they always want to know all about Coconut. Well, there are some birds out there that are able to copy all sorts of different sounds. And there's one type of bird thought to be one of the best sound copying parrots in the world. It's a little gray parrot that you can find living in Africa, so she's called an African gray parrot. 37 years old. So you're going to say, wow, for 37 years, she's one of the best sound copying parrots in the world. She must have picked up quite a few sounds. She has picked up a grand total of 5 sounds in all of her time here. I think you guys will really enjoy them. She's very quiet, so she gets her very own microphone. The microphone's all the way to the top, but you still might miss her first sound. It's by far the quietest. She's just going to tell you her name. What's your name? She has a very sweet voice. Well, before Coco came to live with us at the zoo, she was a pet for some time. She lived with a family, and that family lived down the street from a fire station. So you can imagine she heard the fire trucks go by quite a bit. She picked up the sound of the siren. This one should be a little bit louder for you. Can you imitate a siren? Well, if you like the siren, you're going to love this next sound. So every day at the zoo, we use a lot of water. We clean with water, fill up her water dish each and every day. So she picked up the sound of pouring water. It's pretty cool. Can you imitate water? I think Coco has some fans out there. All right, Coco, let's try this again. Can you imitate water? Legs. He has a wingspan of about 7 feet. He also has a crown on the top of his head. That's where he gets his name. He's called an East African crown crane. And you never miss this bird when he shows up. Now check out those tall, skinny legs that he has. Those are very beneficial for a bird like this. All he really needs to do is just walk through the grasslands and the marshes where he lives, and he picks up things to eat. So there'll be small animals, there'll be like frogs and lizards, there'll be seeds and insects. So you might wonder, well, what would eat a really big bird like this? These guys have to watch out for the cats in Africa, so the big cats, like the lions and the cheetahs and the leopards. Now here in North America,
this thing keeps taking pictures of people's faces. Every time it tracks it.
We have the sandhill crane, we also have the whooping crane. Now the sandhill crane, their population's been doing pretty well in there, but the whooping crane, hang on in there, she does. You're all laughing at my chicken. All right, not the bird you're expecting, but I don't take anything back, not one single word at all. This is a very important bird. This is a wild bird. It's called a red jungle fowl. They can be found living in the tropical forests of Southeast Asia. Now there is something a little special about the red jungle fowl, and that is they are thought to be the wild ancestor to the domestic chicken. There are over 200 different types of domestic chickens today. That might be symbolic to you, that might be for your livelihood, or they really might be for dinner. Now there are some other birds out there that are very important to us as well. I'm talking about those hunting birds. So we rely on hunting birds to help control those pest populations. So we do have a hawk for you right now, very common type of hawk you can find right here in Minnesota. So if you want to take a look up in that direction, we have a red-tailed hawk coming from right over there. On the way. Now again, this bird is called a red-tailed hawk, and they're probably one of the easiest types of hawks to identify because they have that rusty red tail. Now I said you can find these birds right here in Minnesota. They're very common, so common you maybe even pass them on your way to the zoo. A good place to spot them is along those highways and freeways. If you look up, they're usually sitting on top of those light posts, and they're up there looking for food. In Minnesota. We're going to bring another hawk out here you can't find in Minnesota, but you can find them in the United States. Now, that to be one of the more intelligent types of hawks out there is a bird called a Harris hawk. We have a male Harris hawk making his way around the corner there. There he is. Now, this is a desert type of hawk, so you can find them in the desert Southwest. So places like Arizona, New Mexico, parts of Texas. You can find them further south too, though, in New Mexico, Central America, and even parts of South America. Now, it's everywhere. Yeah, mice and rats. You know, that is one great thing about the bird show. We just had that Harris hawk out here. We had that red-tailed hawk. You won't find rodents anywhere on stage. So we're very lucky we don't have to worry about that. Is there something on me? You guys, no?
Behind you.
There's nothing back there. You guys playing the trick on me? No? That. In the meantime, I think we should bring out another bird because it is, after all, the bird show. So, you know, we talk a lot about conservation here at the bird show. And there's a lot of endangered animals out there, and a lot of them maybe you've never even heard of. So what better way to learn about everybody give Anna a nice round of applause. Okay, you and I are going to catch a little bird together. Does that sound like fun? Good answer, nice smile, Anna. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to sit. You stand up for me, please. Excellent. Can I have you shake this hand? Make a fist. Perfect, Anna. I'm going to make a fist right over the top of your hand. We're going to hold that right there, and then a noisy little parrot is going to fly up. He's going to land right there. Does that sound okay? Good answer. Well, things I need you to do for me. Keep this arm right down by your side. You don't want me to try and touch him, because it might scare him. Most important. Around here. You always know what sprouts up here. All right, Anna, you ready? It's making a long flight all the way up to you. Nice job. She didn't even flinch. It's pretty rare to get her. Yeah, you can go ahead and give her a hand. She's doing an awesome job. It is pretty rare though to get to see birds up close because out on the island, as you approach them, they will fly away. And of course, for safety, their protection, their survival. That's one great thing about coming to the zoo. Coming to our shows, we can get you up close and personal little noisy parrots like Spread. Hopefully, that'll be something Anna will remember for many years to come. That was our green tea Amazon, not Sprout. See you later, Sprout. Thank you, Anna, for helping us out too. Well, once you learn about an endangered species, usually you set up conservation programs, you try to save them. But conservation programs are very expensive, and you should know just by coming to the zoo, they're already helping to save animals in the Minnesota Zoo conservation programs. Here at the Bird Show, though, we have taken it one step further. We've been raising money for conservation with the help of one of our little parrots, but also with an adult volunteer. So I'm wondering if there's a grown-up this time that can help me out. You can't be afraid of birds, but I want to send a parrot up to you. And you also have to have a dollar bill. The grown-ups are the ones with the money. Is there anybody out here? I feel like we need to get some more flying going on out here. How about in their red shirt and hats? Would you like to help me out? If you want to take out that $10 bill, and we'll get this bird out here. I think this thing will work just fine. We're going to do a little bit of folding. So you will fold that, actually just in half. Half one more time. And then once more the other way to make a little square. Perfect, just like that. So for just 1 second while I get this bird out here. So this is another type of cockatoo. So we already had coconut out here. This is going to be a little bit smaller type of cockatoo. In Australia, these birds are called galahs. Here in the United States, though, we call them rose-breasted cockatoos. And at the bird show, we skipped all of that. We call him Floyd or Pink Floyd. So if you'll stand up for me, put your arms straight out to the side. Perfect. Floyd's going to fly it to you, get it right out of your fingertips. Before he does, he is going to get started with his very own fanfare. That's as good as it gets. All right, Floyd, fly up there. Grab that dollar bill any way you can. And what do you do with the money here at the show? Check this out. He puts it right in my pocket. Perfect. Thank you very much. And put your arm straight out to the side. If you leave your hand flat like a plate, Floyd, keep it in the palm of his hand, Floyd. Bring it all the way back up there. Don't bring anything back this time. And thank you very much for your help. Well, if anyone remembers that cute beginning of the show, I said, well, we're going to be bringing out some birds that will be showing us some of their natural behaviors. Carrot stealing dollar bills isn't exactly a natural behavior. We do bring Floyd up show for a very good reason. That's just to put the spotlight on conservation. So if you do happen to have your own dollar bill that you would like to donate after the show, what can they do with those dollars, Floyd? You can just put it right in the box, just like Floyd. He's a rose-breasted cockatoo working very hard for conservation. Bird show. It involves the largest type of parrot in the world. That is a bird called a hyacinth macaw. Now, to find hyacinth macaws out in the wild, you'd go to South America, mainly in Brazil, also parts of Bolivia and Paraguay. But our hyacinth macaw is making a very long flight from out of the woods down there. Keep an eye out, he's on his way. So again, he's called a hyacinth macaw. Macaws are known for those long tails and those large beaks.
Can you see that?
Very purple. It can crack into things like macadamia nuts, palm nuts, Brazil nuts. And these birds, well, they're very, very beautiful. So beautiful, people are willing to pay thousands of dollars to have very, very beautiful. People are willing to pay thousands of dollars to have a bird like this in their house as a pet. So unfortunately, what's happening, poachers are going into the wild, and they're illegally taking the chicks out of the nest of the wild hyacinth macaws. With your help and with your support, we've been sending money down to Brazil, protecting a reserve down there, protecting their habitat, their food sources, and they've been able to hire patrols to ensure that the chicks hatch in the wild actually stay in the wild, just where they belong. And all of that help it really has been making a difference because at least in this reserve, the population of this bird has been on the rise for the first time in a very long time. And that's thanks to all of you guys just by coming here to the zoo and helping animals near and far. And we do appreciate your support over the years, and we want to let you know it really is making a difference. I'm sure you all would agree, we live on an amazing planet. We share this planet with so many incredible creatures. Coming to the zoo, just like you guys are doing right now, is the first step to making sure that they all stick around for many more years to come. So thank you so much for making the bird show part of your day today at the zoo. If you have any questions, you want to get a closer look at our birds, me and Rebecca, we're going to stick out, come up to the walkway in front. But most importantly, have a great day today at the Minnesota Zoo. Thank you very much, you guys.